Did Paul Giamatti let slip some very interesting news about his Star Trek Starfleet Academy character? Let's take a look and see. Well, hi guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to Sci-Finatics. Well, we've got a little bit of potential interesting news to report on today regarding the new Star Trek Starfleet Academy series, more specifically to do with Paul Giamatti's role in this new Star Trek show. There hasn't been anything official announced as yet, but Paul Giamatti, in an interview with Tommy Tiernan, where him and his colleague were talking about acting and their careers and all that sort of stuff, might have just let slip a little bit of information about his character in Starfleet Academy. Now, I've looked through Paul Giamatti's IMDb profile of all of the films and series and so forth he's been involved in, and he made a comment during his interview with Tommy that seemed very Star Trek specific in terms of his character. Let's take a look. This is what he had to say in this interview.
I like stories a lot. I like a good story. So if I get something that comes to me and I keep reading it and the story draws me in, that's great. I'll go, oh, I want to be a part of that world. I'd like to be a part of that story. There is something that's exciting. It's that there is some excitement about, oh, I'm going to be in this story and I'll play the crazy alien with a rubber head.
A crazy alien with a rubber head. Now, looking back through Paul Giamatti's career, the only film that I can detect that he has worn extensive prosthetic makeup for in the past was the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes movie. And obviously, yes, he had very heavy makeup and so forth in this film, but I feel like you wouldn't call this an alien. If you were referring to your role in Planet of the Apes, you would say I wore crazy monkey makeup or something like that for that particular movie. I don't think you would refer to monkey makeup from Planet of the Apes as being alien. It's sort of not really the right vibe, because technically speaking, I guess the apes in Planet of the Apes aren't alien. They are from, in fact, Earth, just in Earth many, many years in the future, where apes and monkeys have evolved and everything, so they're not really aliens. But to hear him say that he is playing a crazy alien with a rubber head basically implies that his character won't be human and that he'll be, you know, a little bit, maybe have a bit of that Paul Giamatti manicness, perhaps, that he's brought to so many roles in the past. I think that's always an entertaining aspect of his performance, is he can be, you know, a little bit manic at times. So it seems that he's probably going to be wearing prosthetic makeup in his role in Starfleet Academy. Personally, I think if this is going to be the case, it's not going to be extensive. They don't want to cover up Paul Giamatti's face so much that we can't tell it's Paul Giamatti. I don't think his makeup is going to be as extensive as, say, Doug Jones's makeup was as Saru. I think it's more likely to be something along the lines of, say, you know, how Eric Bana's makeup was for Nero in the first Star Trek movie from J.J. Abrams, or something that gives him alien qualities, but you don't want to cover up his entire face with prosthetics so that he can't actually give us that fantastic, you know, Paul Giamatti performance through the makeup. So I think he's going to be more than something like a Vulcan, where he's just got to do the pointy ears, because then he wouldn't have necessarily said a rubber head, but it, you know, could be a Klingon, could be, you know, could be a Cardassian, or something, you know, something that gives you a rubber head, but not so much extensive makeup that you're going to cover up having Paul Giamatti as your, you know, lead villain in the series. So an interesting piece of potential reveal there, or a little hint as to what we might be up for with Paul's character as the villain in the new Star Trek Starfleet Academy series. What do you guys think? Is this interesting news? What do you think? Do you think Paul Giamatti will make a kind of a crazy rubber-headed alien in Starfleet Academy? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and we'll get chatting about it. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Sci-Finatics yet, please be sure to do so. Click on that big subscribe button to stay current and up to date with all the latest Star Trek news on YouTube. And be sure to check out my merch in the merch store. Plenty of cool t-shirts and hoodies, mugs, caps, stickers. Always at really decent prices, and you're helping support the channel at the same time. I'll be back pretty soon with the next video. Catch you guys then.